Hi everybody, it's Lisa. It used to be called Lisa's Journey, but here just in a matter of hours, I've changed the title to this YouTube channel to Our Journey because I've been in a lot of meditation and working with the guides a lot in the last few days, and asked them a lot of questions because I wasn't sure exactly where this channel was going. I was catching myself filming bugs and making bug videos just to learn how to use the software with the editing and whatnot. And well, needless to say, my phone couldn't handle all the storage that was required. And so I had to start dumping a lot of all that. And so I was like, you know what, let's just start over. It seemed like I would try to upload things and try to work with them, and then I'm deleting them off my phone. And as I was like trying to work with them, they would delete out of the program too because they were deleted off my phone. It was like, what? And so anyway, here I am. I've dumped my phone and revamping the channel, considering there's only 10 videos on there, and it's kind of sporadic. We don't know exactly which direction. I didn't have a clue. I just knew I was supposed to have a channel and to share with you guys what I was sharing. I wasn't sure either. And through the guidance, I was like, okay, well, there was this drawing, and the drawing was kind of I guess you could say, a tool for me to get out here to say, hey, guys, because there was months and months to where I felt the call to do YouTube, but I didn't know nothing, much about it. And so it seemed like during the last few months, it seemed like everybody was doing YouTube. All the questions I had, I wasn't sure, what to do or how to do. It just seemed like the answers were there, and so I followed the guidance, but I just didn't make the step, And so all of a sudden I was just sitting there drawing, and, you can see my channel drawing videos. And I talk about how it just started, and what it's not necessarily I'm hearing a snicker, like someone snickering behind my back, but it was divine guidance. It was like they knew it had to be something exciting for me to step over that threshold into making videos and reaching out to you guys and all that. So, way to go, guys. Kind of it's beautiful. It's very interesting. But another reason why I'm making the video, the main reason, is because I was watching YouTube videos of the ones I follow and others that I don't follow, and I live in my 4Runner, and I've moved in my 4Runner the second week of May 2022, and so this is the end of August 22, and so there's still a lot going on that whole thing. I'd like to, I don't know, upgrade to, I'm not sure exactly, just I need more headspace. I'm just working it out. Anyway, so through all these little things that are going on in my personal life, it was like, okay, so, all right, well, what's going on outside? And so I was watching videos of wonderful, wonderful scenery, beautiful, beautiful places that I've never been, maybe in a dream, because we can do that. But it wasn't that jumped out at me. I was like, God, what are you showing me here? What am I seeing? What is, the parallel? What's going on? And depression, mental health. I'm not sure why all of you, got out there. Everyone has their stories of why they're on wheels out there living a particular life. And I'm also talking to you guys that, are still living in sticks and bricks. That's quite all right. But I also felt the stirring. I felt the changes coming, and so this is right for me. It might not be right for everybody, but it was right for me. And so since I've jumped into this place, it's like so many things are opening up for me. All those bricks and boulders and things that were holding me into certain patterns in my life are falling away, and through that there's more clarity, there's more ascension. When you ascend into the light of God, it's like it's then that you realize just how much we walk around with on a daily basis. Just the weight, gravity, everything. I'm not trying to, toss anybody into, a state of depression or anything. My point is that through my learning, I was able to understand and to, I guess you could say, overcome. Or is overcome a right word? Because overcome kind of gives it like a, that life or something. We can ascend above. We can ascend above all those nasty feelings, that keep us crippled and sad and depressed. We can, come above. And all it takes is just saying, hey, I'm depressed. Why am I depressed? What has depressed me? I just woke up 5 minutes ago. What has depressed me? And by doing that, why do I feel so heavy? God, why am I feeling so heavy? What is this feeling? Lift, and that was initially the way, just checking in. Because I was watching a video the other day where this YouTube channel individual was just talking about just being in a state of pissed off. And she'd went through her whole day, and she was at, a beautiful place, and she even said it in the video that, I was like, why? I missed out on a beautiful thing because I was in such a state. And so I'm not just, talking to her, if she, knows who I am or whatever, but talking to everyone that may feel this way, that, we all have. Just all of a sudden it's like, wait, why am I so mad? Why am I mad? And what I've learned to do is to identify. It's like, okay, well, you don't need to know exactly where it comes from. Just know that, hey, that's not me. That's not my feelings. That's just, I don't know. It's like a bug landing on you. That bug came across, that field and lands on you. You know, and while he's there, he could bite you, he could look at you, he could sniff your clothes or, you know, chew your clothes or whatever, and smile at you and fly away. And that's the same with, you know, our feelings. You know, just coming out of nowhere, just landing and, you know, doing whatever. And then, you know, they can sink in, you know, or you could, you know, lift them away, give them to the light. And that's what I do. And I've said before that I was a student, and I guess in a lot of ways still am a student of the Course in Miracles, and that was an experience, an eye-opening, mind-blowing experience. I took the year course in the back, you know, to where you're doing something each and every day, and it's just a small affirmation of, you know, this is, you know, not a chair, this not a pencil, and it helps you to relearn, you know, this world. When I say this world, I'm talking about the consciousness that we've all played a part in, to these laws and these ways that we express. And when I see a feeling that I don't, you know, if it's not divine love, if it's not divine love, if you're not just about to burst into song and dance around like a little kid, then it's not real. It may seem real, it may feel real, it may even involve others. But know in your mind that they're illusions. And you can choose. You can choose to step out of them. And I'm not a teacher. I'm a person that has awakened enough. I'm awakening. I have awakened enough to experience Christ consciousness, first degree. There's layers. And so it's a beautiful story all in itself. I was shown that what I was experiencing was Christ consciousness, but from where I'd been in karate when I was a kid, I recognized, you know, the levels, you know, with the belts. You know, the white belt is, you know, it holds your gi up, but, you know, that's, you know, you got to learn and you got to get your yellow belt or whatever karate situation there. The colors may vary, but that's the way it was shown to me, is that Christ consciousness, you know, is, you know, degree. And what I had got was Christ consciousness white belt. So I was in the class, I was holding my gi up, and I was experiencing. And so then, you know, there's a yellow belt and so on and so forth. Okay, so once you experience it, that's not the end, that's just the beginning. It's amazing, because I've actually been in more of a dedication the last 4 years as far as putting God first in my life and going forth on this journey, and not being afraid. Just through numerology, I suggest all of you at least learn your own chart, because that was a big eye-opener to me. My life path number was 3, and the joy of living. I was not living the joy of living. And so I was pissed off, and I asked God, and, well, he showed me all the areas that, well, you know, this is your choice, this is your choice, this is your choice. And so it was my choice that I wasn't living, you know, the joy of living. And through learning that I have a choice, and following through and being brave enough and courageous enough to take a step forward, to not only just dwell on it, but to do, to step forward, to engage and into the light of God, show me, God, guide me. Your will's my will's your will. I was shown out of the darkness and into the light. Look at my hair. But the book that shortly, it was, I guess maybe 6 months after the Course in Miracles, is I was like into working, with the Course in Miracles. And then I was thinking, that was it. That was as far as we went, and I was going to dance in the light, and that was. But what I was shown after, and each and every one of us are guided, on our own path, our own unfoldment. But for me, what came next was, I Am the Word by Paul Selig. And I was like, wow, some powerful words there. I am the Word. What is the Word? And my guides were like, listen with an open heart and know this is true. And so with an open heart and open mind, and knowing that I was safe in all ways, I downloaded the book. I listened to it through Audible, which is not a sponsor, but I experienced the book by listening to it. My eyesight's not what it used to be. I'm a little more on the go these days, can't sit down with a big book, and so Audible seems to be the way that I've been experiencing books here lately, and that was an awesome way to experience I Am the Word by Paul Selig. And within just a few chapters, I can't even say a few chapters, I think. Shortly after the introduction, I was hook, line, and sinker. I should have said, Lisa, this is for you. And it showed me how simple things are, and how we've managed to complicate our lives. And it's a channeled text. And Paul don't even know I'm doing this video, but what I've been guided through the words within the books that followed was to share my experience with others. That through my experience, that I am a teacher. And you see the face, I'm just somebody that experienced it, and I just want to, say, hey, I experienced it. This is how it happened for me, and maybe it happened for you the same way, or just be open to it. It might be similar. And so, I Am the Word blew the doors off. It was like somebody took the boulders off my balloon, and I was a rocket ship launched into the hands of Christ. Come find out, I didn't have to go anywhere, really. Right here. But through that book and the teaching, and I learned to work with it every day. It's not something that's hard. It's very simple. And it can be as simple as, having a yucky feeling and going, I am Word, through this feeling of gravity or a sorrow. I am Word through this intention. I am Word, I am Word, I am Word. And then there's an inner thing going on, that because I am, the word is us learning who we are. And by knowing I am the word, you're open to tools that I would have never found on my own in a million years. Well, how long have we been here? How many reincarnations did I go through? I'm getting 5,000. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. But it's a long time. So, needless to say, this is the earth. We're all awakening together, and we're all lifting. So everything's stirring. So everything that you are feeling, in your day to day, just check in and go, hey, why am I pissed off? Do I really have a reason to feel this pissed off? What is it, And in most cases, you'll realize that it's not even yours. That I don't know, you're traveling, you go through a town, something clings to you, like running through a mud puddle, the mud's going to get on you. And so you're able to shake it off, to see it for what it is, and instead of ignoring it or stuffing it in, you learn how to lift it out of yourself, to dig, out of all those cracks and crevices of yourself, and give it to God, and for balance, and all it leaves behind is the light of God, and you're knowing as Christ consciousness, and the world starts making sense. And so if I am ever to be a way shower to anybody, which I don't know, it's the guides, but those two books are what helped me get here. I had been on a spiritual journey, but in hindsight, it was like a dog chasing its tail. The inspiration and guidance, came, but through my own filters and my own doubts and fears, I chose to downgrade it to, oh, I'm just crazy, that didn't just happen. And by doing that, I was spitting in the face of a miracle. And that's not what we need to do right now. We need to recognize, to remember, to love each other, this world, this place. And in that divine love and brotherhood that we're just now learning of, how it's not just me, it's not just you, but it's all of us. We're all a part of the whole. Whoop. Whoop. And so, yes, I listen, I've put my phone right here, and I'll listen, to the book. If my car's making a lot of racket and I'm, traveling, I'll just put it right here. A lot of you out there, are kind of like me. You kind of go into like almost like a meditative mode, just kind of traveling, looking at the scenery. And that's the perfect time, that's the perfect time to listen to the books. And with me, I had listened to the book, and they would say, okay, now, if you want to do this, say with us, and we will help you. And the guides are amazing. And it wasn't until, shoot, a couple months ago that it was brought to my attention that the guides that were channeling through Paul Selig actually came into my awareness years ago. And I didn't, I was lost in stuff, but they were there. I was learning how to channel and getting to know my guides, and so I was there to witness a shift from, I guess you could say, the guides, with the kind of like learning how to ride a bike. The guides that I was first introduced to were the ones with the training wheels, and then from there I was introduced to more advanced guides, and they had said that they were, a group, consciousness, and they started telling me about themselves. And in one of Paul Selig's books, the guides actually explain, a little bit about, who they are, where they come from, and this, that, and the other thing. And my mouth dropped to the floor. I was like, oh my gosh. These were the guides that were talking to me way back then. And it's amazing. Thank you, Paul, for doing what you do. And thank you for having the courage and the insight and the ability and just being clear enough to shine your light, and being courageous enough to put in print or audible or whatever. It's beautiful, and can't wait to listen to your next book. But this has blown the doors off of my own learning and growing. And so if you're someone that seems to be a victim of your emotions, your feelings, your day-to-day, I'm all for the whole, oh, I don't have a plan today, I'm going to get in and ride. It's nice to have, the guidance. And I do understand so many of you are already on a spiritual path. And like me, I didn't think I needed help either. I thought I knew, hey, this is what I'm doing, but I was shown that, well, here's another tool. And that another tool ended up becoming like an army Swiss knife, just a spoon, a knife, a spatula. That's beautiful. So I just wanted to stop by and talk to you guys about mental health and feelings and things like that. And I pray, for all of you, if not this way, that you're finding your own way into the light. That, like with me, I didn't want anybody telling me what to do or how to do it. But there was the idea, and there was the seed. Everything happens. Everything is born through idea. First there's an idea, and then there's a seed planted, and then there's growth, things. So maybe for you guys, this is your idea, or maybe this is your seed, or maybe this is your growth. Maybe this is what you are needing to hear. So I pray that this reaches everybody that needs to hear these words, that is looking for, this particular kind of guidance and love and beauty and just everything. And you can get the hard copy. You can sit there and read and highlight. When it came to, working, with some of the steps in the book, it would have been nice to be able to highlight, be able to, but you can stop, the video or the audio and, write it down. But it was nice because the channels are channeling through Paul, and he's speaking, what they're saying to him. But not only that, but in Audible, he's reading the book to you. So it's almost like I'm right back there where he was initially channeling, and it's like I feel like his just hearing his voice, that the cadence in his voice, and so many dimensions at work here. And it was the most beautiful way to experience a book. For me, was Audible. For one, my eye strain thing, it made it very convenient. And no, I'm not trying to sponsor Audible or anything. Just aging eyes. I'm 50, and so this was the way it came to me, and it, like I said, it blew my hair back, blew my doors off, and all those boulders hit the ground, and zoom, I was launched. And if you're ready, courageous enough to step forward, go for it. Go for it. And bless you, bless you, bless you. And leave some comments in the little comment box below. And we can talk about the experience that you've had with the book or the Course in Miracles, or I have no hands in either one of those, but they were both life-changing for me, and I pray that they can be life-changing for you too. Just be open and allow, and know that you're safe. Because the words that you hear on this book, I Am the Word, or Course in Miracles, those are guides that are very trusting, and they're not just over these individuals that are channeling. They're teacher guides, and it's beautiful because we're all being called, and so I see everybody out there on wheels and their journey, and this, that, and the other thing, and it just kind of, I just want to shed a little light on something that may be of help, to help you have an even brighter day, to have the best experience you can. You're seeing all these beautiful things out there. See God. See God in all things too. And I Am the Word teaches you how to look past the human stuff. It's crazy how complicated human beings have made everything. So, bless you all, and please like and subscribe. And I like the name Our Journey. I feel more a part of you guys, and not just somebody stuck in a cabin somewhere piping in sunlight or something. So thank you so much for listening, and I will try to keep everything under at least 40 minutes for now on, to at least give you guys a chance to do something else besides listen to me in a day. So bless you all. And if you want to support what I'm doing here and whatnot, I still have Buy Me a Coffee / Lisa's Journey. That's it's buymeacoffee.com / Lisa's Journey. And thank you so much for the ones who have already donated. That was beautiful, and I appreciate everything. And coffee is my best friend in the morning. Well, besides the light. I start with God, and then I start with coffee. Alrighty. Bless you all, and you guys have a safe journey out there. I love you. Bless you, bless you, bless you.